Hey everybody, my name is Kenya and I look kind of rough. But anyway, I am going to be doing a makeup video for y'all today. I hope you like it. Okay, so I just washed my face. It is clean and ready to be primed. And let's get started. I hope you enjoy. I hope I'm not too boring. So today for primer, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, it's called Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer Dewy Lumineux. And it just gives a really pretty glow to your skin. I would say if you're oily, maybe not use this. You would probably want to use a matte primer. I have combination skin, so it works pretty well. But some days I'm a little oilier than others, so I don't use this one. And I'm just going to be applying this primer with a flat foundation brush. And I don't put it over every inch of my skin. Like where you want a little extra highlight, like on the high points of your face, you know, above your eyebrows, on your cheekbones here, on your nose. Okay. Now that we're primed, we're going to go in with foundation, and I use the IT Cosmetics, let's see what it's called, Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage SPF 50, and it's in the shade Natural Medium. And I also use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and I mix the two together and just find that I get a better coverage that way. I will go back in with my concealer if I need to kind of spot conceal, because I do have some sunspots here and then I have some right here, so I like to cover that. And it does not take much of the foundation nor the concealer. Just a tiny bit goes a very long way. And I am going to be using an RT Expert Face Brush. I think I got this in BoxyCharm. Okay. So, I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I did. I hope you all did as well. I can't believe that this is the end of the year. It went by so fast. When I first apply my foundation, I don't go all the way up to my hairline or around here because I have like peach fuzz, and if I go too close, it gets in my hair every time. So after I'm done applying this, I'll go back and blend it. It never fails. I always get it in my hair, and then it's awful. I think it looks terrible anyway. It's probably not that noticeable. Oh, and this is my first time making a video like this. Please be kind. Please. And I normally do my eyeshadow first before I do my foundation, just because if you have any fallout from your foundation, from your eyeshadow, then you can clean that up. But I decided to just do this first today because I am not going to do like a really major eyeshadow look. I'm just going to go pretty neutral. I want to give you like an idea of how I wear my makeup like day to day. Okay, now let me look and see if I need to go back in with more concealer. A little bit more under my eyes. I don't know if you can tell or not, but they are really dark. Oh gosh, I am so boring. I'm really sorry. But I joined the Facebook group, the Bailey Sarian VIP group, because I look up to her so much as a makeup artist. She does her makeup so beautifully, and I just wish I had half of her talent. And I posted a few pics last week, and I was asked to do a video, so I was like, why not? Okay, so even though I already applied my foundation with a brush, I'm just going back in with my sponge. I don't know what brand it is. It's not a beauty blender. And I'm just trying to get rid of like any brush strokes, trying to make this look, you know, natural, like skin and not foundation. And it's damp. Always, you know, make sure your beauty blender or sponge is damp, because a dry one, I really don't know what would happen. It would probably just absorb the product, I would think. Okay, so even though I used a dewy primer, I am going to use a little bit of loose setting powder, just because I don't want to be too shiny, like here and here and right here. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit for that. And for my loose powder, I have some Maybelline loose powder in the shade Light. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't really like the baking technique, so I don't do that. So I'm just going to put it exactly where I want to set. I'm just putting a tiny bit under my eyes. And then right around my nose, I get pretty oily, so I'm going to set that as well. And that's it as far as the powder goes. I don't like a lot of powder. Okay, so now I'm going to tint my eyebrows. Sometimes I'm really good at it, and sometimes I'm not. So let's see what kind of day it is going to be today with the brows. I'm just taking a spoolie and just combing them up, because back like in my 20s, I guess, I plucked them so thin for so long, and now I barely have any left, and they don't grow. They're not growing anymore, so this is what I'm left with. So I have a little bit to work with. I really hope I'm not boring y'all to death. I am very new at making videos. Please be gentle. Okay, so now I am I'm gonna start with my contour, and I like to do a stick first, and I have this highlight and contour stick by Hard Candy, and I don't ever use the highlight side. I only use the contour side. So I place it right under my cheekbone, right here, both sides, and then on my forehead, up top, you know, by my hairline. And I do a little bit down my nose because I have a huge nose. And everyone is different when it comes to contour. Everybody's face shape is different, so don't think that you have to do it exactly like I'm doing it. Everybody's face shape is different, so nobody is the same contour. And I'm going in with the same brush that I use for my foundation. Even this contour is creamy, and so I have leftover product on my brush, and that will help blend it. And I always blend down, and then I do circles, and I try really hard to stay out of this hair that I have there that's so annoying. And I will come back in with a powder contour to go over that to kind of set it. trying not to get in the way of the camera. You can probably hear Connor in the background yelling at the dog. And then with the leftover product that I have on my brush, I'm just going to go here under my jaw. I don't really ever add any. Maybe I should, I don't know. And I forgot to put a little bit under my lip, my bottom lip. It just gives, you know, the look that your lips are a little fuller. And I just do a little bit. Okay, so that's all blended. Now I'm going to go in with my powder contour, and it's in this palette, Pixie by Petra. It's called the Hello LA Angel, and I use a combination of these two colors here. They're called Natural and Pretty. I'm more of this shade, but I do get a little bit of the darker shade in there, not much. And then I go in with like an angled brush, and I just kind of place it at first, and then I blend. And it looks like I got a little too much product. That's okay. I'll take my sponge and absorb it, place it, and then blend it. And also, I'm going in with a really, really light touch. If you hold your brushes out further, you go in with a lighter hand. If you're, you know, like this, you're much harsher. So always go in light. And when I don't have mascara on, it looks like my eyeballs are so teeny tiny. And then after I put eye makeup on, it's like, oh wow, I do have eyes. But my eyelashes are blonde, so you can't see them at all. Oh, there I go with the mascara application face. That's okay. It's like you can't really put mascara on without doing that. Oh, I forgot to put a little bit of highlighter underneath my brow bone. I just think that looks so pretty. And I always do that. Always. And I'm just going to take that same highlighter that I used on my face, and I'm just going to put it right there. See? Isn't that pretty? I love it. You can't really see that highlighter that I did, the gold, so I'm just going to use this white that I used on my face and just put it right here in the very corner. Okay. Now, time for lips, and I hope you're Not looking for too bold of a lip because I wear two shades. Honestly, I wear brown or pink. And today I am just going to do a neutral brownish lip goldish color. First I'm using my lip liner, and it's by L'Oreal, and I do not know the shade because it's ripped off, but it's like a brown. You can wear pinks with this lip liner, pinks, browns, it doesn't matter, it's really neutral. And I start at the Cupid's bow. Sorry about that. Doug, my husband, he was at the door, so I had to pause you for a minute. Okay, so I started the Cupid's bow, and I don't really like go out of my natural lip line. Instead of like going on the, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, instead of going like on the inside of your lip line, I just go right on the outside, which technically I don't think that's like overlining your lips like some people do. I'm not trying to make my lips look fake. I am just trying to make them look fuller.